Is Palm Sunday just another Sunday to you, if you're a believer? Has Easter become so customary with going out to dinner, buying new outfits, that we really have maybe really diminished what the Lord has done for us? Now, at the end of the day, we are probably aware that we know we can't get through the year without the Lord. You know that, right? You haven't tried to get through the year without the Lord, have you? Do you liken yourself, though, to a sheep or a donkey? Tiffany, why are you asking these questions? Because I want to share a thought, a prayer, really. And I would call and entitle this Untie Me. Coming from Mark chapter 11 in the NLT version, as Jesus and his disciples approached Jerusalem, they came to the towns of Bethphage and Bethany on the Mount of Olives. Jesus sent two of them on ahead. Go into that village over there, he told them. As you enter it, you will see a young donkey tied there that no one has ever ridden. Untie it and bring it here. My prayer as we are on this journey is, Lord, untie me. I had a moment earlier this afternoon to watch a sermon, and these are not confessions that donkeys might ever make or colts may ever tell. We are aware that they don't have human-like feelings, but they may have feelings that we can relate to. Well, this particular donkey wants to confess that the thing that I've been tied to most of my life is the reality of some of the systems in this world. Racism, militarism, poverty, a host of others. So much so that when I got ready to watch a message earlier today online, I saw the person that was ultimately giving the message. I didn't hear anything. I just saw the thumbnail of the person that would be delivering the message. And I came to some conclusions that I didn't want to listen. If it wasn't who I thought it was going to be, I didn't want to participate. I didn't want to tune in. But I'm grateful that I was willing, because it was a blessing inside of the message, despite the messenger's package. A donkey and a colt are simply the package of this particular story. But many human beings, the ones for whom God is most desirous of calling his bride and being in relationship with for eternity, we are whom he's referring to. Now, the illustration was the illustration, and I don't believe that there was any fiction to that story. Like, it's a parable, but it is parable-like. In that, God wants us to see ourselves in the picture. After all, from God's perspective, we are the destination. We were the destination when Jesus went up on that cross. And so if I had to offer a prayer today to think about, God, how was this message relevant to me? I would say, Lord, untie me, because you have need of me. You want to use me for your glory. You see, to have looked at an image and decided that the color of their skin was why I didn't want to listen now means that the tides have changed, that all the hate that has been spewed against me and my people. And to be clear, I have always had the feeling since I was a child. No one had to tell me that racism existed. some kind of way, subliminally and otherwise, I could tell that my color was a problem. But fast forward 48 years and now their color is a problem. But I'm grateful that I submitted and surrendered myself to the message, because what was in it was a story and a reward of willingness, a reward that had I not listened on the basis of color or the color of someone's skin, I would have missed out on the opportunity to be transformed. Here's why transformation is important to me today. You see, I've celebrated Easter all of my life, and the highlight, if I continue to carry that thought that was deposited as a kid, that it's just about the Easter bunny, or that my mother always made sure it wasn't about the Easter bunny. But the point is that if I always made it about something that it wasn't, if I always made it about the candy, getting my hair done, wearing a cute outfit, that it could have remained that way. But the scriptures say, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I thought like a child, I behaved as a child. But when I became a man or a woman, I put away those childish things. And here at the ripe age of 48, I had to put away that childish thing that was still there. That while my color used to be a problem, now their color has become a problem. And guess what? I'm living in the South, y'all. And their color wasn't as big of an issue where I'm from. Doesn't mean that racism wasn't there. It just means wasn't as big of an issue, even though I could still tell my color's a problem. I don't know why that's the case. I don't know why I need to walk in and through this life as if I'm a problem because of the color of my skin. But what I would encourage each of us today as we look at this Holy Week and think about our own, reflect on our own lives and our own thoughts and our own hearts. Maybe your prayer is the same as mine. Lord, untie me.